Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. It's great to have you with us at the Arden Street Oval. There's much on the line in today's match between the Blues and the Pies. It's early in the season, but both teams will be keen to build some momentum and bank premiership points. Now it's time for the players to take to the field. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
Pleasure to be here, Hutto. I like the Pies. This will be close. Both sides have started the season strongly and will obviously be looking to continue to bank premiership points and build momentum.
Thanks for that, Harf. Excitement is building for this one. The crowd already making plenty of noise as the captains come together. We're ready for a start. Moore wins the first hit out. He's not one to take a backward step. Throws it on the boot. Perkins kicks to centre wing. Simon lays it off. Gets his hands on it early. Good for the confidence. Quality delivery by Foot. Searching kick. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Stevens. Terrific tackle. The umpire circles and decides to ball it up. Can they create a shot on goal from this stoppage? Moore showing his skills. Desperate defence. Stevens onto the non-preferred. Simon got to the right position and hung on. He's generally a good kick. Hanson gives some ground with a handball. Perkins. Burke ignoring the corridor for now. He just dropped it. Stevens, crunching tackle. Kicks inside the forward 50. Simpson ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. The Pies have got out of jail. That's come off the side of the boot. Thompson making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
Oh, there's a bit of niggle in this one early. A couple of players already unhappy with some attention off the ball.
It's a hot footy. I don't think he meant to smother it. Hancock. He's lost it. They might be caught out on the turnover. Lindsay. Stevens. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Thompson. Simpson saves the day. Doesn't often waste it. Malone on a lead. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. He's stopped in his tracks. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Moore gets his hand to it. Malone, he's suddenly a popular man. Heads towards half forward. Mansell, was he held without it?
He's gone. He had plenty of time.
Clever kick. Malone in the clear and marks uncontested.
I wouldn't put this past him. I've seen him do it before.
He should have the distance, but I'm not sure he has. Warren by hand. Well, that's not like him. It's a goal.
It's a gift, really, and he's taken full advantage.
Both sides are cracking in hard at the present time. It's a great contest. Simon with the tap. He'll feel that one. Lindsay, he's caught. Brown, Edwards, desperate to win it back. It's a tough game. Thompson is the target, and he marks.
They should be on the board with a goal.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
He might just be in for a big day.
Both teams on the board now. The two big men do battle. How will the umpire see this? He's lost possession.
How'd he get rid of that? Illegally, says the ump.
Finds himself in space. Normally delivers. Brawl. Seizes the moment. Good tackle. Moore. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. He's besieged. He's made a hot start to this match. Simon makes the kick look okay. Brown can just about go all the way. Lace out. Great footy.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
He's causing all sorts of problems for them. They might need to make a change already.
The Blues in front now. Simon punches it out of the ruck. He's been busy so far, and the kick inside 50 lets them down. His field kicking is normally first rate. What's he got on offer? Good disciplined defence. Thompson met solidly. Probing ball. Clayton, they might be out here. Towards half forward with the kick. That's come off the instep. Well played. Heads for the pocket. Outbodies his opponent and took a ripper.
Hold back him to drive this right through the high diddle-diddle.
Drop punt and he has put it away.
They took the right options in moving that ball forward and were able to take the opportunity when it presented.
So the underdogs throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Simon wins it out of the centre. He's under close attention. Can he be the fire starter? Martin. The Pies looking shaky early. Faulkner. Good vision there. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato.
Must be holding the ball, and it is.
He might have thought about the corridor. Johnston says thank you very much. Sets up a foot race. Poor disposal. Keeps letting them down. That's not clever at all. Edwards with the big fist. Brawl gets his kick despite the heat. Good thinking and good execution too.
This is an opportunity to settle some anxieties and get their teeth into the contest.
Kicking for his first. Donaldson clears the area.
And finally over the line.
Back into play. Collins with the intercept mark. Good looking kick. Donaldson tries to spike it out of the danger zone.
Thoughts so far, Gary?
The Pies have really got to cut down on their turnovers. They're their own worst enemy at the moment.
Punch clear. Stevens cops some unwanted attention. Mansell, some indirect ball movement here. Got to get rid of it. Terrific forward pressure. Malone wins it back. The distance is the only problem. Defence 101 there.
Rushed over, and now they can reset.
Thompson with the footy. Edwards trying to bring the Crummers into play. Hanson only knows one way. Simon, he's been dispossessed. He's run into trouble. Hancock in the centre square. Malone takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
That's a win for persistence. They had to find a way through eventually.
It's an understatement to say they needed that one. The big men fly. somehow release the ball. You can't question his commitment. Edwards, he's set upon. Plenty of heat in this game. Bit of a nothing kick. Farms it out. Brown takes the hand pass. Simon, Mansell comes free in the tackle. Was that a legal disposal? Malone is calm in a crisis. Hancock, no easy exit. Not a lot of space to work with. It's there!
This is exactly what they would have hoped for early in the match. Scoreboard pressure.
The Blues were underdogs coming in, but they look anything but in the early going. Simon with the tap. Mansell, clean pickup. Ball spills free in the tackle.
He had prior opportunity.
Feeds it out. Johnston, what can he do with it? The defenders will be nervous. Stevens, stripped of it. Allen couldn't burst through.
Tries to take him on and loses.
They've had the better of the contest to this point. Mansell, Stevens. That's skillful. Thompson. It's a desperate tackle. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Simon wins the hit out. Mansell. He ran into a brick wall. Thompson. Was he taken high? The Pies under great pressure. He's so clean with the footy. Stevens takes an excellent grab. Simon, Mansell gets the kick away. Martin, dangerous place to lose it. Thompson, he's gone.
He's in trouble. That must be holding the ball.
Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. The Blues have denied them the corridor. Simon, can he find a teammate? Looking to extend this margin. Dealt with the pressure. Simpson couldn't get a disposal. Solid tackle. Lloyd stripped of the footy. Thompson, Robertson, he's got it.
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The Blues have made a dominant start. Simon wins it down. He's wrapped up. Stevens, Brown. Kicks to space. They're moving the footy well here. He's going for home. And why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
It doesn't matter who you are. It's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Pies have been slow out of the blocks. Simon got his palm to it. Mansell, who's front and centre? Johnston. Can they keep the footy this time? Edwards, great hands there. Allen running in support. They sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
They've broken the run of goals at the other end, but they need a run of their own now. Simon wins the hit out. Mansell, Burke. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? That's sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Johnston working hard and presenting well, and they're away. The Blues guarding the corridor. Good hands. That might have been dropping the ball. Knew the tackle was coming. Clayton, they're all over them early. Johnston got a fist in. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? Brown for a second goal today. It'll have to wait. He's missed.
A fine passage of play. Didn't get the finish it deserved.
Back into play. He's hit up the lead. A chance to clear now. Quality delivery by foot. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. That's a strong mark. Closed him down. Martin spills out in the tackle. Inside 50 with the kick. Robertson had his name written all over it.
To really stamp some authority on this match.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Simpson to bring it back in. Honours the lead. The Pies, not at their best so far. Stevens, read that well.
The Blues are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
Going at his first, and he's got it.
The Pies are all at sea trying to defend them. They're scoring almost at will.
The Blues look keen to atone for last week's loss. Simon got his palm to it. Mansell, can they find a late goal? That's an impressive mark.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
The Pies are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from them.
Back in the middle. It's quarter time. That was something to behold. This contest might already be decided. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Pies were listless in that first quarter and the coach was animated during the break, as you might expect. The midfielders aren't working hard enough, they aren't supporting each other enough, tackles aren't sticking, and they're generally reactive. Big improvements needed in this term.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Simon had his measure today. He's suddenly a popular man. He'll be sore in the morning. Brown, Hancock, wins it back. Takes the logical option. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Thought his way through it. A rare turnover and welcome respite. He's got an option in the centre square. Edwards. Good kick. Baldwin is hard to beat one-on-one.
The Pies are just hanging in there. They sorely need a goal.
This is travelling close to the behind post. A disappointing effort.
Blast away, and that's out on the full.
Goes wide with the kick. The Blues have winners everywhere. You can see their confidence growing. Collins made the footy his. Was there some holding going on?
Run down, great chase.
They're playing with purpose and poise. Look at him go. Martin. Maybe he could have gone himself. Outbodies his opponent and took a ripper.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Good looking kick, that'll do. It's a goal.
And needed to get the first in the second quarter, and they have.
The Pies are just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Simon is giving him a bath. Mansell, Edwards, delivers to centre half forward. Hancock, will he look for a target or go himself? Stevens gets back and should repel. Terrific tackle. That is going very close.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there, and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Donaldson tasked with the kick in. Not often you see a forward spoiling the ball. Mitchell gathers. Will he pump it deep?
That's got to be a free kick. Took them on, didn't dispose of it correctly.
Another goal and they'll believe. Braun on a lead. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin.
His goal was so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
It's a tough angle, but it's a decent-looking kick.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Back into play. Hancock. It's a tough game. Thompson. Terrific forward pressure. Mansell puts his head over it. Desperate defence. Can he hit a target? Burke. Crunching tackle. The umpire says he had no prior. Simon, the winner there. It's a hot footy. We've got another stoppage. The two big men do battle. Mansell. The team physios will be working overtime. Burke. There goes the kick inside the 50. The Blues moving the ball well. Mansell. That's a waste. Can he impose himself on the match? He'll feel that one. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Simon has been dominant in the ruck. He's besieged. Edwards popped up out of nowhere. Hancock. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Mitchell. He doesn't waste many. Braun. It's a high ball. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Thompson. He's run into trouble. No way through there and they'll reset. Rucks go at it. Mansell needs a good decision. Thompson, he put himself in the line of fire. They've put themselves under pressure. That's poor play. Is that holding the ball? They cannot keep him quiet. Manages to find a teammate. Clayton, Thompson. Lloyd, this is promising. Stevens. He's already got one. Now he's got two.
It eases the pressure on the forwards when you have midfielders chipping in.
The Blues with a steadying goal. Simon with the tap. Burke. Was that a throw? Malone. Nice little give. Johnston can run and gun. Goes laterally. Clayton wins it back. Great mark. Thompson. Mitchell affects the turnover. Does well under pressure. And out of play.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
The Pies haven't done badly, but they do look outclassed. It's a matter of exerting as much pressure on their opponents as they can and taking their opportunities.
The Blues have their tails up. They can just about have this won by half-time.
Met solidly. Clayton. Thompson wins a hard ball. Fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. It's there!
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
The Pies are stuck in second gear. That would want to change pretty quickly. Simon with the tap. Burke. The Blues having a great patch. They're irrepressible at the moment. And they see it out.
Lots to analyse, Gary. What stands out?
Both coaches would be concerned about how easily the opposition midfielders are moving the footy at times.
Edwards showing his skills. Has to be clean. More. They'll need to be more careful than that. Burke absorbs the pressure. Clayton gathers on the forward flank. Braun. They've opened them up here. What a hand pass. The Blues have won it back. He's stopped in his tracks. Who was he aiming for? Mitchell. That's a bruising tackle. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Good ruck work. He's under close attention. Burke. That was almost handed to him. Martin. It's hard to find a winner for them today. Malone. Clever handball. Mitchell. Normally creative. He hasn't kicked it very well. Luck's of fortune. It'll be a goal anyway.
It'll take his best, but we've seen him do it before.
He's got it!
Can that ignite them? They haven't been playing great footy, but gee, they're not out of this.
They've got one back. Let's see if they can double up. Simon with a deft tack. They've got good chemistry, those two. Malone. Moore. Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score. Donaldson brings it back in. Thompson working hard and presenting well. Can they get something going? And they're out of trouble. Robertson, that's good work rate. Their ball movement has been impressive. And they're away. He's everywhere at the moment. And we'll have a throw in.
The Pies are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets a bit.
Simon gets his hand to it. Mansell. He just keeps racking up disposals. That's well played. Drives it inside the forward 50. Stevens. Brown charges onto it. He can smell a goal from a long way off, but his kick is astray.
A couple of misses now, but I don't think it'll worry him. He'll keep drawing the footy.
Back into play. Quality delivery by foot. The Pies might be able to start something. Edwards had his name written all over it. Picking their way through. He ran into a brick wall. Stoppage coming up on the wing. Punch clear. Stevens. That's a shocker. That kick had nothing going for it.
Bad kicking there, out on the full.
Can they get two in a row? Varco is the target, and he marks. Into the pocket he goes. Baldwin. Great body work.
Well, fancy his chances.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one.
Showing exactly why they want the ball in his hands.
The Pies haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. Simon, the winner there. Stevens, he's wrapped up. Brown. They're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Simon wins it down. Burke cops some unwanted attention. Stevens out of the congestion. They've given it back. Edwards in the right spot at the right time. This is a hotly contested footy. Simon, he's caught. The distance is the only problem. Right, all's well that ends well.
These half chances can often be the difference.
It's a goal.
If they keep getting this kind of supply, the scoreboard's going to get real ugly.
The Pies look at breaking point. Simon had his measure today. Stevens, the Blues are playing some great footy. Good thinking and good execution too. That'll work. They're huffing and puffing. Burke. Lindsay bends it around the body. That's on target. Through it goes.
The Blues looking every bit a top 8 side at the moment.
The Pies are on the precipice. They desperately need to ignite. Simon wins it out of the centre. Stevens. Thompson. He's kicked it high. Right, does the crumbing. 3 in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
The Pies need to reset, but I don't think they can afford to wait until half-time.
The Blues will be hard to stop now. Simon is giving him a bath. Stevens. Thompson. He's suddenly a popular man. Lindsay. They've moved it well and given themselves a good look here.
This is going to have to be a terrific kick, but he's certainly capable.
He's off target and he hasn't got the distance anyway. Simpson had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. He's normally good on his non-preferred. Allen with a chance to relieve the pressure. He's got under that one. Baldwin is hard to beat one-on-one. Heads towards the half-forward flank. Clayton. He'll be sore in the morning. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Simon got his palm to it. Lindsay closed him. Simon wins it. Stevens. Lindsay under pressure. Lloyd. They're playing for keeps. Clayton didn't need to be asked twice. The Blues on the ball now. Is anyone home? Baldwin is so strong one-on-one.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
Looking to pull one back, and that's exactly what he's done. Well played.
Some good decision-making with ball in hand opened up that opportunity, and a cool finish ensured it didn't go to waste.
The Blues haven't looked like being able to stop them. They'll have to change it around after half-time. Here's a chance to get it forward. Edwards. Moore. Baldwin. It fell into his arms. The Blues can smell blood. Clayton. Half-time and the home fans are absolutely wrapped with what they've seen so far. It couldn't have gone much better. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Pies have been a bit flat. They're by no means out of the game, but they need to lift across the board. They'll look to generate some more drive off half-back and may think about trying to access the corridor a bit more. The risk-reward is worth it at this stage.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Simon has been dominant in the ruck. Quick kick towards centre half forward. Thompson. Lloyd. It sits and he's in business. It's there!
The Pies are in real danger of taking a big percentage hit now.
The Blues can sense a soft kill here. The big men fly. He just dropped it. He's generally a good kick. Honours the lead. Towards the boundary line. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin.
Would be an understatement to say they need this.
It's on line. Will it have the carry? Donaldson making his claim for the Golden Fist Award.
Gets it to safety.
Back into play. Gee, they're playing well. Out wide with the kick. Out bodies his opponent and took a ripper. Doesn't often waste it. That's come off the side of the boot. Hansen works hard to present. I've liked his game today. They'll bide their time, sees an opportunity and plays on. Looking for two in a row. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Johnston, the Pies, under great pressure. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Simon showing his skills. How will the umpire see this? Kicks laterally, right, couldn't mark, so he brings it to ground, and out it goes.
Gaz, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The Blues are leading the clearance count comfortably. If that continues, then this margin will only grow.
Simon palms it down. Burke, he's lost it. Hancock needs to be quick.
He's gone. He had plenty of time.
Searching kick. Centering ball. Simon, was he held without it? I don't think he meant to smother it. Stevens gets to it first. Edwards almost threw it out. The umpire will have it. Good ruck work. They're going hammer and tong. Got the handball away. Johnston mops that one up. Hancock desperate to win it back. It's a high kick, a real rainmaker. Hansen dishes it off. Simon, Stevens in the right spot. Burke. The Blues continue to do as they wish. Thompson marks. That's hard to stop.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
Leans back and drills it.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
The scoreboard is starting to get ugly. Simon got his palm to it. Normally delivers. The kick was misdirected. Playing for pride now. Edwards, he's lost possession. Right, runs onto it. They've got winners all over the park. Martin wins it back. He's stopped in his tracks. Malone, Edwards, moving the footy laterally. Couldn't get an effective disposal. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Well done. Manages to find a teammate. Incisive handball. Hancock. They desperately need this. He's missed.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately, the finish let them down.
Thompson brings it back in. Right. It's a tough game. Thompson, he's caught. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Rucks go at it. Mansell, Stevens, terrific tackle. Burke, his field kicking is normally first rate. They're cutting them to ribbons. Hansen, the Pies have no answers. Clayton, good handball. Malone runs onto it. Baldwin accepted the invitation. Looking to peg one back. Goes goalward. And he's off target.
The Blues have got to be a bit sharper in defence. They're fortunate they weren't punished on that occasion.
Thompson tasked with the kick in. Quality delivery by foot. They're leading them a merry dance. Hansen. Simon. Mansell in the thick of it as ever. He ran into a brick wall. Thompson gathers. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. It's a goal.
The Pies have obviously had a tough day, but that was much better play.
Maybe there's a glimmer of hope, just a glimmer. Simon had his measure today. Gets his kick despite the heat. We're watching a very good side here. Who's at home? Lindsay marks, and this is in danger of becoming a rout.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Going at his second. Edwards with the big fist.
Danger averted, frantic defence.
Back into play. Simpson working hard and being rewarded. They'll contest in the centre square. Simon, he'll be sore in the morning. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. The two big men do battle. Burke. Brawl leads his opponent.
How'd he get rid of that? Illegally, says the ump.
Towards the goal mouth. Defence 101 there. Collins. Can he mop up? He's besieged. Lloyd curls it around. This is a chance. It's a big chance.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
The Blues might be about to land a knockout blow. Punch clear. It's no place for the faint-hearted. He's been dispossessed. Delivers it inside 50. Thompson is there to thwart that play. Goes very wide. Warren with a chance to relieve the pressure. Good penetration on the kick. Collins clears the area. Thompson somehow released the ball. Mansell, he's run into trouble. Martin takes it on the half-back flank. Can he be the fire starter? And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
What are your thoughts, Gary?
The Blues are winning the clearances and contested ball, but they're also using the ball better. So it's no wonder the scoreboard's looking so good for them.
Braun, clever kick. And inside 50 goes begging. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Baldwin read that one right off the boot. Brawl. Hancock comes free in the tackle. Lindsay gathers. Brown leading by example. He's wrapped up. Hanson takes the hand pass. Great tackling technique there. Simon is giving him a bath. Lindsay, what can he do with it? Collins with a chance now. He's set upon. Stevens, Burke. Ignoring the corridor for now. Gould. That should be picked off. Brown at half forward. They're running rings around them. Good disciplined defence. That's skillful. The Pies are out of trouble. Couldn't burst through.
Must be holding the ball, and it is.
Malone just has to hit a target. The kick was centimetre perfect. They're a big chance here. They're putting on a clinic.
The Blues have been ruthless today. It's been an awesome performance.
He should have the distance, but I'm not sure he has. Simpson tries to spike it out of the danger zone.
Happy to concede a behind.
Back into play. The kick is precise. What's he got on offer? Martin on a lead. Up and under. It's been that kind of day for them. Hanson, it's a dominant display.
Dominating the disposal count doesn't always translate on the scoreboard, but it is today.
Edwards smashes it out of there. Hancock stripped of it. Hanson has it now on centre wing. Ball spills free in the tackle.
He had prior opportunity.
Good looking kick. Clayton. He'll feel that one.
Hounded into the mistake. Space is hard to come by. Kicking at his first.
Heads towards goal and does not let them down.
Perhaps a bit fortunate with the free kick, but he went back and made the most of it.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. Simon has rucked tirelessly. Burke, he's gone.
He's in trouble. That must be holding the ball.
In the middle. Couldn't get a disposal.
Tries to take him on and loses.
Can he find a teammate? Stevens has pushed deep and can have a shot.
He hasn't looked like missing so far, so I'll back him in here.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
The Blues have set themselves up for what should be a stress-free final term. They've been far too good.
The Pies might need to crack open plan C in a minute. Simon has been dominant in the ruck. Burke met solidly. Stevens, clean pickup. Mansell, will the umpire pluck a free kick? Well done, great commitment. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Baldwin has it. He's been a rare shining light for them today. He's completely shanked it. Hancock has a vice-like grip.
It's been a dark day, but that was a more positive passage of play, and it should result in a goal.
Accuracy and distance might both be problems here. Thompson.
Rushed over, and now they can reset.
Donaldson heads to the pocket. That's well played. What can they generate? Good thinking and good execution too. A chance to clear now. Mansell! Great hands there. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Faulkner got a fist in. Martin spills out in the tackle. The Blues have winners everywhere. Kicks to space. Gee, they're playing well. That's almost worth a kick. Simon delivers it inside 50. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
He's already got 2 on the board, and he's proving a real handful.
Simpson taking no chances.
And finally over the line.
Back into play. He's hit up the lead. Kicks to centre wing. Who's front and centre? Hanson. That might have been dropping the ball. Might be time for one more score here. Hancock. Baldwin. Bit of a nothing kick. Seizes the moment. Knew the tackle was coming.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
He's been quiet. Three quarters done, and this has been a real turn-up. I don't think anyone tipped it. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Pies can't throw the towel in here. They've got to treat this last quarter as if there's just a kick in it and try to lay down a template for how they'd like to go about their next match. They can't win the match, but they can get something out of it.
Couldn't agree more, Gary. Thanks for that. The big men fly. Mansell stripped of the footy. Solid tackle. Brawl. Probing ball. Edwards. This is a big opportunity. Can they get themselves a consolation prize?
That's probably as good a passage of play as we've seen from them all day. It deserves a goal.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
That blocks his copybook. He's been kicking well.
Donaldson to bring it in. They're a pleasure to watch. That's good vision. Manages to find a teammate. The Pies are chasing tail. Hanson, was he taken high? He's caught. There's an argument for a free kick there. Simon with the tap. It's a tough game. Burke. Clayton. Lays it off. Hanson. They're playing with purpose and poise. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? This ought to end in a goal. Good hands. Brawl.
Run down. Great chase.
Takes it out wide. And they're away. Johnston got to the fall. Heads towards half forward. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. He's suddenly a popular man. That's a poor place to give the ball back. Under pressure. Thompson is calm in a crisis. Burke. Hurried kick goes very wide. Clayton. Crosses the paint. Outbodies his opponent and took a ripper. They're a delight to watch. They're running rings around them.
No way back for them if this goes through.
He struck it well. It'll go close.
I can't work out the thinking there.
Back into play. Quality delivery by foot. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. They must tidy up their kicking. Brown for a second goal today. It'll have to wait. He's missed.
He's clearly had a big impact on this match, but that impact could have been so much greater.
Away he goes. Brings it back in and straight out again. The Blues have denied them the corridor. You can't question his commitment. Whereas there's some holding going on. You can see their confidence growing. Simpson knew where the help was. Johnston, some indirect ball movement here. Malone. That might attract a pack. Mansell. That's a bruising tackle. We're still waiting for the quarter's first goal. Good ruck work. Mansell is a clearance beast. Burke. He's missed.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Simpson heads to the pocket. Honours the lead. Not a lot of positives today. Mansell. Was that a legal disposal? He'll be sore in the morning. Stevens. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Simon with a deft tap. Careful with the kick. Baldwin navigated the traffic. Hancock. That's a bit of a waste. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Mansell.
Call for a push.
Onto the non-preferred. Johnston. Now it's someone else's problem. Malone. He's run into trouble. They need to hit the scoreboard here.
The Blues are really on top in the clearances at the moment. If that continues, this match is only going to go one way.
Simon had his measure today. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Burke. Good build-up. Stevens. They cannot keep him quiet. Johnston puts his head over it. Can they keep the footy this time? Time for the Crummers to go to work. He's besieged. Mansell. Is that holding the ball? Stevens. Burke. Terrific tackle. Simon going at his first, and he's got it.
The Blues are going from strength to strength. Everything they touch turns to gold.
The Pies are having a nightmare. Simon is giving him a bath. Mansell. They've put themselves under pressure. Cops some unwanted attention. Stevens kicks inside the forward 50. Brown. That one was always his.
Already got one today.
He's got one already. Will this be number 2? Edwards wins it back. Great mark. The Blues guarding the corridor. The kick was centimetre perfect. Johnston. Good vision there. The Pies can build something here. And out of play.
Gaz, what's caught your eye?
Oh, I'm glad I'm not out there playing in the back line. It's a tough job today.
Edwards gets his hand to it. Malone closed him down. Hancock on a lead. Takes the logical option. Johnston. This deserves a goal. The umpire will toss it back in once more.
It's a dead set smashing on the scoreboard and a smashing in the clearances as well.
Simon gets his hand to it. Mansell. Terrific forward pressure. Lindsay. He might have thought about the corridor. Greg Williams would have been proud of that one. Good tackle. Malone, one step ahead. Perkins can give them some drive off halfback. Stevens uses the non-preferred, and they see it out.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
It's no surprise that the team that's using the ball better is the one winning the match.
The two big men do battle. Mansell leading from the front. He's stopped in his tracks. Simon, Stevens should be in the votes today. Johnston running in support. Hanson gathers. They'll need to be more careful than that. The Blues have won it back. Stevens got to get rid of it. The defence has fallen down. Martin, can he hit a target? Slick hands. That's poor play. It's a hot footy. Thompson in heavy traffic. He ran into a brick wall. Lindsay, Mansell, Stevens. So influential today. That could be a goal-saving tackle. The distance is the only problem. He's got it!
If he wasn't such a big ball winner, he'd make a very good forward. He's certainly got great goal sense.
The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Simon wins the hit out. Mansell, how will the umpire see this? Gets the kick away. Burke, the Blues are red hot at the moment. No easy exit. Snap around the body. It's there!
They look intent on inflicting maximum damage here. The game's well won, but they're playing with the same vigour as if it was still in the balance.
The Pies, a shot. What a debacle it's been. Simon has been dominant in the ruck. Mansell, he's under close attention. Clayton got to the right position and hung on.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
Goes at goal, and that is an opportunity gone begging.
Did all the hard work only to let himself down with a kick.
Away he goes. Simpson tasked with the kick in. Martin, the Pies, under great pressure. The umpire says he had no prior. Simon wins the hit out. Mansell, it's a desperate tackle. Snap at goal. Good looking kick. It's home.
They're really opening them up, and right now they have no answers to the onslaught.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Rucks go at it. He's set upon. Stevens. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Edwards wins it back. Met solidly. Simon. Brown has eyes only for the footy. Does well under pressure. They've opened them up here. By hand. Edwards. They've picked their way through. Allen in the clear and marks uncontested.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked, but it's amazing how often players miss them.
Kicks at goal, and that's travelling straight over the goal umpire's hat.
The Pies are obviously not going to win this game, but they've still got to strive to get something out of it.
Away we go once more. Simon has rucked tirelessly. They've got good chemistry, those two. Wright takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
5 goals for the quarter, and these forwards are certainly earning their money.
The Blues, in this form, would challenge anybody. The big men fly. Mansell, crunching tackle. Was that a throw? Thompson, Edwards, gets there first. Stevens, they're irrepressible at the moment. Broad, ever reliable. He's wrapped up, out of the congestion. Throws it on the boot. Malone gives some ground with a handball. Got to get it forward now. Knew the tackle was coming. Thompson. Collins gets back and should repel. Malone runs onto it. He'll field that one on centre wing. Who was he aiming for? Broad. It's hard to find a winner for them today. He's so good in close. Thompson gathers. It's a tough game. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Simon wins it down. Stevens, he's caught. We've got another stoppage. Punch clear. That's not his best effort. Mansell. He's got an option in the centre square. Johnston reads the ball so well. Malone feeds it out. The Pies haven't been inside 50 for a while. They've given it back. Gives the handball away. Hanson. Delightfully done. Burke. They're moving the footy quickly. Brown. Marks. That's hard to stop.
Well, just about everything else has worked for them today, so why not this too?
To put an exclamation mark on a dominant win. Wright goes without it. Gould. Simon fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Blues have been magnificent, but they haven't had much opposition, to be fair. Simon wins the hit out. Solid tackle. Stevens. He's suddenly a popular man.
That's got to be a free kick. Took them on, didn't dispose of it correctly.
He doesn't waste many. Baldwin. Nice little give. Braun. Manages to get off a handball. Simon. Burke. Mansell. Sets up a foot race. Hanson runs onto it. Hancock wins it back. Can they find a late goal? Baldwin. That's a shocker. That kick had nothing going for it.
Missed the target by a long way.
The Blues are playing some great footy. On the non-preferred, Mansell has brought his own ball. Kicks to half forward. Hancock. This is a big opportunity. He's normally good on his non-preferred and will have a throw-in. Who can get the clearance? That's a bruising tackle. The Blues have sent a warning to the rest of the competition. You'll have to be very, very good to beat us. Thanks for joining us. Hope you can be with us again for the next match. Until then, it's bye for now.